I can actually create the same schema and then NoSQL to graph databases. Now, in the next few slides, I'll be talking about how we can integrate NoSQL into the BI. So I will be talking about a couple of integration patterns. So here I have defined around 7 patterns. So the NoSQL entirely, NoSQL as a data source only, NoSQL as an aggregator, NoSQL as an operational data store, and NoSQL with BI embedded overlap. So I will be talking about all these 7 in the coming slides. Let's take the first one. So NoSQL entirely. So here the idea is that the NoSQL is one of the data warehouse element. Basically, it's the primary data warehouse element, which is actually talking to the business intelligence. So here, since the NoSQL is limited in terms of the ad hoc query capabilities, we will not be able to build a generic purpose BI, but we will be able to build application specific or purpose built business intelligence suite, which can address some of the or one of the department's fundamental needs. So the connectivity, since there is no standard connectors to NoSQL, we will have to go with a native connectivity, and also based on the type of the NoSQL. For example, if it is a columnar storage, we might be able to do more flexible BI, and if it is a key value store, obviously we will be limiting to a specific domain. Okay, and also the metadata and semantic layer can also be part of NoSQL itself, since we are using a NoSQL. And the second pattern is a NoSQL as a data source only. So here we talk about it's a kind of reverse pattern to the previous one. So here we talk about the NoSQL feeding the data into a OLAP or analytical DBMS, and then the business intelligence is talking to the DBMS. So in this pattern, so we use the traditional ETL. The ETL will have the native connected to the NoSQL, and which will feed the data into OLAP DBMS, and the BI will as a traditional BI, it can actually connect to the OLAP using the standard SQL connectors and do multi-dimensional analysis. So the next one is a NoSQL as aggregated storage. So here we talk about connecting both analytic DBMS and as well as the NoSQL to a BI suite of applications. So here the analytical DBMS will feed the data into NoSQL using the ETLs, and the NoSQL is typically contains the aggregated information. So even the aggregates can be denormalized before they put into the NoSQL, and the temporary data, the raw data, transactional data, which can be also directly connected to a business intelligence application. So the dashboards can be sitting on top of the NoSQL data, and drill down reports can be sitting on top of the analytical DBMS, so that you can actually drill down from a dashboard to the reports. The next one is the NoSQL for operational data store. So here we talk about using the NoSQL as an operational data store, and using a analytical DBMS as a aggregated data store. So here we of course use the traditional ETL, but the difference between the previous patterns is that we will allow the NoSQL to connect to the BI directly, and as well as also the BI talks to the OLAP. In this way, there is a multi-dimensional analysis on top of the aggregated data, and as well as drill down to the raw data based on a particular key. So the limited access to the raw data, but a flexible access to the aggregated data. Now we talk about the BI with embedded OLAP here. So what this means is, of course, if you look at an example of Pentaho, Mondrian, or Oracle, Hyperion, so these actually have an OLAP server built in. Some of the BIs might have a OLAP server built in. So we should be able to connect NoSQL directly to the OLAP servers, and BI, of course, as since we have a multi-dimensional OLAP server, BI can do ad hoc analysis and multi-dimensional analysis, and then also connect to the NoSQL with a native connectivity. So NoSQL will still give a limited ad hoc capabilities, but we will be able to use a lab for a multi-dimensional ability.